So I have a question. How often will you be bench pressing and find yourself losing leverage with your wrists? You know, you can't keep your knuckles towards the sky through the press, or if you've had a set where that 5th rep moved super smooth, but then you just hit a random wall on that 6th rep. If any of this sounds familiar, then this video is made for you. What is up, YouTube? My name is Austin Pace. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with my weekly videos. I cover a variety of content on fitness and entrepreneurship, and I'm always happy to make a video of a topic you want. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the topic of this video. So to solidify my credibility, I've been bench pressing for over 8 years. My junior year in high school, I tied our bench press record for the school, which has now been beaten. Fuck! But ultimately, I've been in the gym a long time, been working out for years, and am pretty knowledgeable about the bench press. So my senior year in high school, I had surgery on my left shoulder, and ever since then, ever since they did the nerve block, I've really struggled with coordination and strength in my left forearm. And when I was cleared to start lifting and benching again, I immediately noticed that my wrist lacked so much leverage when I was bench pressing. So really, this just caused my bench to plateau for years. I'm talking like 2 to 3 years after being cleared for surgery, and I was never able to break through plateaus because I couldn't maintain leverage with my left wrist. Now, I'm not saying getting surgery is going to be the only reason that would cause you to lose leverage, because many people have this problem on its own. So if you are one that struggles with this problem when you're bench pressing, I believe I have found the cue that is going to fix your issue. So I'm going to take you through a slow-mo video of me bench pressing with a couple different angles. Go ahead and get in your normal setup on the bench press. The only difference is I want you to spread your fingers apart right before you grip the bar and focus on wrapping your pinky around the bar as far as you comfortably can. So assuming that your other cues are already in place, like squeezing your glutes, having your feet flat on the ground, a tight upper back, when you unrack the bar, I want you to imagine punching the ceiling. As you unrack the bar, I want you to focus on squeezing the bar with your pinky and ring finger. Now, if you have had previous trouble with wrist leverage in the bench press, you should notice an immediate difference of how the bar feels in your hand. It should essentially feel like the bar is glued to your hand, the weight probably feels lighter than it has in a while, and you just feel very, very stable. Now, I first started trying to fix my issue when I saw a bunch of videos from Fitness IQ on Instagram. I'll put a couple of his videos up on the screen, but I just could not adapt the cues that he was saying on his video. The idea and the concept of where he wanted my hand placement on the bar made a lot of sense, but it still wasn't fixing my issue of a weak forearm and a lack of coordination in my left wrist. So with what I'm telling you, I really want you to emphasize wrapping that pinky finger around the bar, squeezing the bar with the pinky and ring finger, and punching the ceiling when you unrack it. Get used to the setup, get used to the mental cues, and when you do start bench pressing, I think it's a good idea to develop this technique through the use of slow negative paused reps. Now, it is normal to start losing leverage when you start fatiguing and if you're trying to rep out reps too fast, but just keep those mental cues in your head. Maybe do sets with lower reps before you start bumping up the reps and master this technique. So I haven't shared this technique online because I've been practicing it for the last 3 months, and I can honestly say that after 3 years after my surgery of not breaking through these plateaus, not seeing my bench increased, I'm finally seeing constant strength gains. I'm able to get more reps. The weight feels better, evenly distributed on the bar, not hitting those walls on the 6th, 7th rep, and I'm so freaking stoked about it because every bench session I've had lately feels amazing. It's crazy, everyone is different, but by a simple change in your technique, changing your mental cues on an exercise can allow you to maintain that leverage through the entire lift. So if you want to notice the quickest improvements, I would definitely recommend benching 2 to 3 times a week, and also including unilateral forearm exercises 3 to 4 times a week, emphasizing the arm or wrist that you lack. I do want to mention that this cue of wrapping your pinky around the bar and using more forearm strength to stabilize and keep leverage with your wrist will help you out on a lot of other exercises as well. So the question of the day is, what is the biggest struggle you have with the bench press? I'd be happy to cover any topics you all want me to. Just leave a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up if you plan on trying these new cues and techniques. Also, these Amp Trainer hats are available on my website, link in the description. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.